All right. We should be live. Are you getting this, guys? Let me just fade on over. I've hit the
Are we
record.
live?
I've hit the record button.
All right, we got the record. Good.
So we are groovy. Hello, everybody. Welcome to
Heck
episode
yeah.
7 of the Clockwork
What's
Cantina.
up, everybody? How we
What's
doing?
what's going on, guys? Hope everybody's
How we
doing
doing,
well.
everyone?
I
I hope
haven't
you're all doing well.
haven't got to do much on much this week. Been house sitting all week, man.
How are you all? Hope you're all having a good weekend so far.
Hi, Derper. Hi, Phenom. How you doing?
How we doing, guys?
All right. This is the first episode with the new headset, so my echo should be gone. The echo we have with Daniel, which was
Yeah, Josh
totally my fault.
got a new headset.
So if I sound different, new headset. That's why I sound probably weird and different. It's all new. I haven't gotten a new headset in like a couple years actually. So
Dang. Well, it's time, man. You
yep,
gotta get a new one every once in a while, right?
yep. And this one is wireless, but I got the wire in because we're doing this and I don't want it to like cut out, just in case.
Yeah. Mine is
Um,
also wireless, but I always use it wired.
yeah. Anyway,
Um,
Daniel, my friend, what have you been up to past week? What you been
um,
playing? Playing anything?
Playing. Yes, I've been playing a lot of Dead by Daylight. On stream, I've been playing some Brutal Legend. Um, what else? My played some Overwatch for a little bit. I'm trying to think of all the things that I've played the past week. That might be just a lot of the same stuff like Dead by Daylight. But I also been catching up on like TV shows and shit. Trying to, man.
Man,
Like I started Krypton season 2. I'm digging it, man. I'm digging it. There's a character that was introduced in season 2 that if you know DC, you know who he is. And I'm pretty happy with the way season 2 has started for that show. So it's good stuff, man. But there's just so much TV, man. I have so much more to catch up on. Like I have not seen Jessica Jones season 3 yet at all. Final Space season 2 just came out. I haven't seen that at all. Fucking Stranger Things comes out on Thursday. This upcoming week. So there's just too much, dude. Like I gotta start catching up more before I fall behind. But also, I another thing that I almost forgot is yesterday. I instead of streaming like a game, we did like a community movie watch,
yeah.
and we saw The Kingsman 2, which I had not seen until yesterday, and I dig it, man. It was good.
Sweet.
I still like the first one more, but because the second one is a little more. I don't know if you've seen it. Have you?
I have not.
Okay, well, have you seen the first one?
Yes.
All right. Well, the second one is a little more. It's a little goofier and sillier with some of
Oh,
the things
okay.
they do, but it's still good. I still liked it. So, yeah, the Kingsman movies are good, man, and I'm looking forward to the prequel. So yeah.
Hell yeah. I haven't done shit this week, guys. I've done one thing, and that's it. I've been house sitting and pet sitting for my parents who went out of town on a vacation. They're back now, which is why we're doing this show. Because they came back last night. Uh,
Nice.
and the only thing that I did this week was I've been working on a map for D&D. That's it. That's all I've done. I worked on that the other day, like right after they left, and then I've not watched any interesting shows. I haven't even watched any movies. I haven't played any games. If Steam Summer Sale's going on, I haven't bought anything. I spent all my
Oh,
money on a new headset and some metal dice that I bought. I'll show you guys. Hang on. I bought some metal
I
dice.
gotta I got a few things from the Steam sale. It'd be interesting to play some of those in the future.
I did get one game. It was a gift. I got
Uh-huh.
Age of Mythology, the extended edition.
Hell yeah, dude.
I got
That's a
hooked
good
up in
game.
that.
That's a good
Look, and
game,
there's
man.
my metal dice. Check them out.
Hey, there they are.
Oh, they got
Are
some
you
heft to
gonna
them, man.
Are
Listen to
you gonna
this.
use those next time?
Oh yeah, I might use these tomorrow.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Well, I didn't want to,
Yeah, no,
yeah,
I've
but
already we're gonna be doing something tomorrow, guys. To let you know, it's not gonna be streamed or anything. But
yeah,
we'll see how that goes. Unless
yeah,
Daniel
yeah.
wants, unless Daniel wants us to stream it, at which point it might be streamed. But I
Maybe
wasn't planning on it. If Daniel's cool with it, we might.
either way, I don't mind, dude. Either way, I'm down with it.
If that happens, I don't know how long it'll be. Is the thing. So it could be
Yeah,
short. It could be long. Who knows? We'll see.
yeah, we'll see.
Uh, but other than that, I haven't done shit. I barely have any news, to be honest, because I have not been able to scrounge the internets for much.
Yeah,
I have a few things,
I,
but
under,
not very much.
I understand, man. Yeah. Oh, that's what Phenom was confused about. Oh yeah, it's been out, Phenom. Anyway, yeah, I have some news here and there, but not a whole lot, to be honest
What's
either.
just going back before we start in the news? What is Final Space?
It's a animated show on TBS. It's kind of like a more adult humor
I think you told me
animated
about this,
show.
didn't you?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yes, you did tell me about this, and I forgot.
Yeah, I like it. I saw season 1, um, and it was good. So season 2 just came out like not too long ago. So gotta check that out. I definitely recommend it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All
So yeah,
right.
if you guys are looking for like an adult humor type, animated show, give Final Space a shot because I saw it and I liked it.
How many episodes we do?
I believe it's 10 for season 1, and I think season 2 has 13.
Are they 30 minutes or an hour?
They're like they're like animated, so they're like
20,
22 minutes an
20-ish?
episode or whatever. Yeah,
Okay.
something like that. So you can get through the season fairly easily because it's animation.
I might check it out.
Yeah, man, for sure.
All right. For giving us that pitch. I think I even asked you on the show what it was like a while back. But my memory, guys, if you watch, I have literally the worst memory in the history of memories. It is ridiculous how much I forget in a day. But let's hit some news then. How about that?
All right, man. Also, well, before we go into that, you guys know what the main topic today is, right?
Oh yeah.
Uh, in case you didn't know, Josh put it down on the Twitch title there. It's episode 7 today. Obviously, this is
Mhm.
the Force Awakens episode of our podcast. We have 50% more waifus. So
Yeah.
what that means basically is it's an anime episode, which I came to a realization while I was trying to think of shows, but I'll save that for later for the actual topic.
Mhm.
But yeah, today's the anime episode. Last week we did the animation slash cartoon episode. Um, and yeah,
I'm actually really excited for when we get to that because I think our lists are going to be vastly different compared to
they're
the
they're
other
they're going
ones.
to be very different. They're going to be very different. Um, yeah, but and also there's another reason why because yeah, we'll save that for
We'll
when we
save it.
actually talk about it. But yeah, man, it just yeah, I have no doubt they're going to be different. We might have a couple things on there, but for the most part, I think everything is going to be
It's going to
different.
be. I think it's going to be vastly different. I'm really excited.
Yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. But anyway, that's tease for later, guys, for the main topic.
Yeah.
So we can start getting into the news here right away.
Let's start with the
I
gaming
only have
news, right?
gaming news. I only really have a few things. I can probably look for more, but
I'm going to look for more too. While
yeah. Well,
I
I'll
got
just start us off
I got a
here.
couple
Yeah.
things, and then I'm going to look and see if there's.
All right. Well, I'll start us off here. So as you all know, we talked about it. The Steam Summer Sale is now live. It's going on from the 25th, which is several days ago, to the 9th, to July 9th. The this year's event is called the Steam Grand Prix event.
Boy.
And like you get to choose, I don't know, however many teams. You get to choose one team of like 5. And yeah.
I think the biggest news on this is that there was a lot of people that were very confused on how it works.
Yeah, there was. I'm still even a little confused. Like I don't know what some of this stuff means.
I think
But no,
Steam, like Valve, is trying to adjust it so it's easier to understand.
yeah.
And they were like, because you get a chance to get like a game off your wish list too, and like
Yeah, you do.
people were going around and removing indie games off their wish list because they were afraid they'd
Yeah,
get
which
it.
is which is not what you're supposed to
No,
do.
no. So Steam has
You just
changed how
all you
that
have to
works.
do is rearrange your list. Like for me, you wanna know what I put at the top if like if I were to win a game?
The
I
Cyberpunk.
put fucking Cyberpunk 2077, baby. You
I
know it,
did the
man.
same thing.
Hell yeah, dude. Give me that game. If there's a chance for me to win that, hell yeah, dude. Give me that shit. I put it right at the top, man. So yeah, I want that if you know if there's a possibility for doing that. But yeah, I got a few things off of the list. I got what did I get? I got Firewatch,
Ooh,
which I'll be streaming at some point. I got the Metro collection
fuck yeah!
or the Metro bundle that comes with Metro 2033 and Last Light. So
Yes.
I got those games. I'll be playing those at some point.
Those.
Uh I got gifted a few games as well, like Rise of the Tomb Raider and Shadow of the Tomb Raider and the
Dan-
Lego Marvel Avengers.
Daniel gonna be raiding them tombs, y'all.
Hell yeah, man. We got some games. And what's another thing I got? I got another one. What was it called?
Uh,
Oh, Dead Island, because I wanted a zombie game.
Zambies.
Yeah, so I got that stuff. And yeah, man, it's it's cool. It's exciting stuff. That yeah, I'm very curious to see how that like giving away games thing Steam does. Like I saw somebody on Reddit that they made a post and they're like, "Thank you, Steam," and they got Cyberpunk. So
And one of the things I read was like, you have like a 1 in like 10,000 chance of being the person that gets a game. So, or
jeez,
something.
man,
Maybe it may have
that's
been even higher than that, but it's a chance. You're saying there's a
yeah,
chance.
man.
There's a
You
chance.
gotta yeah, man. You gotta go for it, right?
Yeah, yeah,
If
yeah.
there's a chance, you always gotta go for it. But anyway, yeah, Steam Summer Sale. You have until the 9th, so you have like a week and a few days, like 3 days or whatever. So that's number one. Number two thing on our list here is there was an extended cut of well actually we'll wait on that. Well, Twitch did this new thing where you can do sub only streams.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, that's the thing now.
It's something I will never ever use. Probably never ever use. Um, I can see it getting some uses out of it. Maybe for like charity reward things.
Oh.
Uh, or just I don't know. Somebody's gonna use it. I'm personally not gonna use it.
Yeah, I feel like it's for something like us and other people like us that are like smaller streams. It's such
Yeah,
a
it's like
no.
counterintuitive to what we want to do, right? We want to grow our
Like
audience.
we're never gonna be using this.
Yeah,
So yeah, this makes sense for like bigger streams that have like a lot of people in them. Um, but other than that, I don't really like this. This does nothing for me. So
so I was watching Drop Frames, which is a podcast on Itme JP's channel, and it has Co Carnage, Ezekiel the Third, and obviously Itme JP himself. And then they had a guest on, but that's not where they talked about this particular subject. At was not with their guest. They were talking Final Fantasy with that person, but um, they talked about how in the past Twitch has done like sporting events on their platform, like they've done football and stuff. And I think like
hmm.
the big thing they were talking about was like this opens up kind of like possibilities for like if they ever do like sporting events, like pay-per-view things somehow in conjunction with Twitch, you could get your subscribers in there and you guys could watch it together, stuff like that. But I don't know what the odds of
That's
that is.
interesting, I guess. Yeah, I mean, when you put it like that, I guess that sounds pretty interesting. But like, yeah. Anyway, I mean, I guess it's a interesting concept, but when you think about it like that, but yeah, for us right now, I just there's no we have no
Yeah, I
use
don't.
for it.
I think the vast majority of people on Twitch will not be using it.
Yeah, it's something that only a certain amount of people will be actually using, but a lot of us are not going to be.
I'll tell
So.
you what I wish they put in before they did that, and JP brought this up on his channel, is that so JP has his VODs behind a paywall because of how he does his shows, role play and stuff, but there's certain VODs he
Mhm.
wishes weren't behind the paywall. But there's no way for him to like make this one behind the paywall and this one not. It's either all behind it or none are.
All or nothing, huh?
So I
Yeah.
find it weird that they put this out before they have that in for like VODs and stuff. So which you should probably make it so people can put stuff behind a paywall on their VODs if they want to, and let them pick and choose what they don't want. Just saying, it shouldn't be just you're either all in or all out.
All or nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, yep. Anywho, I have nothing more to say than that. On
Okay.
that, it's interesting.
Loki says GDQ is using it, but they have 100K plus people watching, which is understandable. Yeah, like I said, in situations like that, Loki, it makes sense. But like for us, like smaller streamers and people like us, it's not a good idea at all. So yeah.
Yeah. And when we say subscriber only streams, we mean like subscribers can only watch it, not subscriber only chat, which is can get
Yeah.
confusing.
Yeah.
Sub chat is completely different than only your subs can watch this video. With like a 5-minute preview, there's like a 5-minute preview, I think.
Yeah, you do get like a preview, right?
Yeah. Which is
Yeah.
also kind of weird. Anyway, moving on from that. What else you got?
Moving on from that, we have uh there was an extended cut of the Jedi Fallen Order gameplay.
Oh yes.
That showed like 10 more minutes of stuff.
How
Um
long was it originally?
it was like I think it was like 15 minutes, I think maybe
So
originally.
it's like about 25 now.
And then this next one's like 26 minutes or some shit, yeah.
Oh, okay. That's a lot more actually.
Yeah, I mean they showed quite a bit. So they showed that thing that they had at gameplay, or the gameplay that they had at E3, but they added like more in the beginning essentially. Like they added stuff before that. Like they showed you swimming through the waters of Kashyyyk and hijacking an AT-AT and like, stuff like that. And then like meeting up Saw Gerrera for the first time. It was pretty interesting.
You did?
It just made me more excited for the game. So
I actually didn't watch this yet. I just haven't had time, but I wanted to.
yeah, yeah, it's good, man. Again, it just makes me more excited for the game. I already want it, so you know, I'm just excited for that. So definitely cool stuff. Um, July's PlayStation Plus games have been revealed,
What they got?
and I personally am a little disappointed, but
Oh,
they are Pro Evolution Soccer 2019 and Horizon Chase Turbo.
I have
So yeah,
no idea.
yeah. I mean, I'll probably get the soccer game just because I like soccer, but I don't even know what Horizon Chase Turbo is.
I don't either. Never heard of it. No
So
offense to
yeah,
you guys
that's
that made that game.
yeah. I know. I just
Those
never
aren't
heard of
really
it.
my games.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'll probably get the soccer one just because I like soccer. But
Yeah.
I mean,
I've actually
yeah,
never played a soccer game.
they're fun. I mean, I like playing the FIFA games, but I just haven't bought a game, of sports in like years, man. Because
The,
it's essentially the same shit every year, but they just update the rosters. You know what I mean?
yeah, the last sports game I bought was at least 5 years ago, and it was one of the MLB The Shows, which even if you're not a fan of baseball, those are like the best baseball games to play. The MLB's The Shows. I think they're only on PlayStation.
Yeah, I only ever really played FIFA and NBA 2K.
I
So
just
basketball and soccer for me are my two favorite sports, and they're the only two sports games that I
I
play.
always just like making like my careers and seeing
Oh
people
yeah,
compete. Those
those
are
are fun,
fun.
man. Yeah, the my career stuff, I used to do that all the time as well, man. That was really fun.
Live out your dream.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, that's the PlayStation Plus games of the month for July. Um, you got any news there?
I got a few things. So Watch Dogs Legion is gonna have like 20 different versions of like the script, so you might never get the same cinematic twice. They were saying. And I
Oh,
think there's more to this. Let me go see if I can find the actual article.
I heard something about this too. I heard there's gonna be different endings, which makes sense because The Witcher had different endings as well.
See what else does it say in this here article? Um, because they're using software to modify voices, so you almost like so you'll hear different voices as well, quite a bit. They said because I
Hmm.
believe they're using something to alter voices or see if I can find. There are 20 different versions of the Legion script, and I don't just mean people saying the same lines. We're talking different characters, different personas, different voices, different acting. We're using technology to alter all voices so that even if you happen to recruit Joe and John and they have the same actor and the same personality when they talk to each other, you won't know it's the same actor because we modulate the voices.
Ah,
We
that's cool.
use photogrammetry to capture dozens of different faces, which have been combined using innovative animation techniques to produce literally thousands of unique heads. So that sounds really cool. I don't
That
know.
sounds awesome,
I
actually.
still don't like. I would like to look under, like, I want to look under the hood and have somebody explain exactly how it works because I'm so fascinated by it. Um, because I still don't know exactly how they're gonna pull it off, but it's a thing. It's gonna happen, so I'm excited.
That sounds super awesome, man. Like that makes me definitely want the game more. Like hearing stuff like that. That it's not gonna be all the same characters and people that you meet, even though it's the same voice actors. That is rad, man.
So much replayability, and that's what I like in my games. But yeah, that's all I have for that. For the next piece of news I got is that speaking of Age of Mythology, it might be making a comeback soon.
Oh,
Uh,
really? I definitely had not heard about this.
so an article on PC Gamer says Microsoft now has a studio wholly devoted to the Age of Empires series and is currently working on a
Ooh.
remastered definitive edition of Age of Empires 2 and 3. Meanwhile, Relic Entertainment is busy creating Age of Empires 4, and now it sounds as though Microsoft may have plans to revive Empire's more fantastical spin off, Age of Mythology. Speaking to Eurogamer at E3, Age of Empires creative director Adam is Green? Is Green? I don't know how you say his name. No offense, Adam. I'm just really bad with names. Hinted that Age of Mythology has something was something that the team may be returning to once they've got the definitive editions are finished. He's
Nice.
quoted saying, "It's great to see how much love there is for Age of Mythology, because I love it too," he said. It's more of a less accurate history. It's super loose. People just have fun, and I love that too.
Yeah, man.
After we get through the definitive editions for the three here, and Age of Empires 4 kind of rolling, then we're going to look back and see what we can do with Myth, he went on. Because I love Myth, and we're not going to leave it behind. We'll figure out what to do with it then. So that makes me super excited because
Definitely.
I always loved Age of Mythology more just because, oh my god, like,
Yeah, I think
just look at my
when
D&D campaign, guys.
when I recently well, not recently, but when the last time that I played both Age of Empires and Mythology, I had more fun playing Mythology.
I love Mythology. It's so good.
It's a fun game.
Yeah, yeah, boy.
Absolutely.
Uh,
So that's cool, man. Hopefully they get those remasters up and they pump out a new game. That'd be awesome, dude.
fuck yes. I'm excited for that.
Hell yeah.
This isn't even news. I mean, it kind of is, but I find it extremely fascinating just because it involves EVE Online. This is that game that's like a space deal, and like people run companies, and like they spend years infiltrating other companies that are like a player controlled, and they end up betraying each other after years of being friends with those people and destroying them. It's crazy. Anyway, I find it interesting because
What is this game?
it's called EVE Online. Super complicated to play.
Oh, Eve Online. Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
heard
yeah,
of it.
yeah.
Yeah. I've
Yeah,
never played it, but I've heard of it. Yeah.
but I haven't ever played it either. But I always find it interesting to hear people talk about it. Because this past week, something happened where I think without prior warning, large, powerful fleets of NPCs uh, randomly started attacking and killing players all over the game at one time and destroying their
Whoa.
structures. Um, No one outside game developers has any idea why it's what is happening, and players are scrambling. Um, it says this is an unprecedented event for this game. Usually, when developers release like an expansion, players have time to plan and adapt and change before it goes live, nullifying its largest effects. This time, players were at the tail end of a major PvP conflict, which is huge in this game. PvP is gigantic in Evolve, and they left their homes undefended. So when the NPCs moved in and attacked and just fucking started killing everybody, it's crazy. They lost like thousands of dollars of worth of currency. I find it super interesting.
I mean, I'm just looking at like the name of the expansion, and like it's literally called Invasion.
Yeah.
That's nuts, dude.
uh, but yeah, I mean, most of this game is usually pretty PvP oriented, I think, and then this is super PvE, and I just love the idea of like, yeah, we're having an awesome space battle. We're destroying our enemies. Sir, we have enemy fleece on our tail. You just turn
Incoming enemy
around,
fleet.
what? And then it just everybody gets fucked up. I love it. I love thinking like that. I think it's dope. So that's why I mentioned it in the
That's
news.
how it. That's how it be, man. Right?
I
It's
find it.
you gotta be ready.
I find Eve Online just super fascinating, and I wish there was a documentary that talks about all the crazy shit that happens in
Expect
it.
the unexpected, players.
Even though I've never played it and probably never, ever, ever, ever will, it's still stories that come out of it are just fascinating.
Yeah.
Um, I'm just gonna browse through Reddit now because that's kind of all I got in terms of what I've written down for the past week.
Cool. Cool.
Uh,
Cool.
I'm just gonna do a quick scan.
All right.
I don't really see much. Like it's been a slow week.
Yeah, I don't really have anything in as far as games go either. So we could probably, if there's nothing else, we could probably just move on to TV shows. If that's
I want to shout this one thing out.
all right, go for it.
Um, so there was a Kickstarter this week for a thing called Tailspire. I believe Derper linked it in our D&D Discord. Um, so I'm gonna tell you what this is, and I'm mostly mentioning this because I'm such a D&D nerd, and this has to do with it, and it is kind of gaming news because it is gaming. It's just not electronic gaming, pen and paper. So
Yeah, which gaming could be for anything. So yeah, go
hell
for
yeah. So Tailspire is a beautiful way to play pen and paper RPGs online. It's a place where you and your friends build and tell stories together. We are marrying the beauty and physicality you find in miniatures with the expanse of digital within the expanse of the digital world. Our aim is to get rid of everything that gets between you and your stories, and all of this whilst letting people be together regardless of where they are in the world. Tailspire is not tied to a specific game or rule set. If it's role playing on a square grid, we have your back. So basically, what they're doing is it's kind of like a tabletop, but this looks like a better version of tabletop.
it.
Um, so like here, I'm gonna link it in the chat.
All right.
If anybody wants to look at it, there it be. Um, you know how I like make maps. This is basically making like it's almost like making a fucking video game. In terms of maps, and you like move your characters around. It's like having Dwarven Forge right there, except it's in the digital space. But
Tailspire.
it's already funded, so it is gonna happen. It's still got 40 days to go, by the way, which is insane that it's already funded and still has 40 days to go.
It's cool, man. It just goes to show that people really want this.
Hell yeah. So let me read through some of the features here. How about that?
Yeah, man, go
Building
for it.
and play are one. Tailspire is a place where building and play happen throughout the whole play session. Want to destroy a wall to reveal a secret passage? Want to rain down piles of gold from the heavens? Sure. At any moment, the GM or GMs can jump into building mode and change everything without interrupting anything else. You'll be able to build anything from tiny one-shots to sprawling campaigns. Each board can be up to 30 kilometers across and 10 km tall. We'll be looking to make them even bigger post early access. I would love to try this, by the way. A campaign can have as many boards as you can build, and you can copy entire boards, which makes it easier to create alternate versions in various states of disarray, if that is what your story calls for. Oh, that's cool. Building doesn't have to be a solo activity. Grant other people GM right to your campaign, and you can build the world together.
Oh, that's cool. I like that. That sounds pretty awesome.
Yeah. Gorgeous sculpted scenery and miniatures. This game has miniatures, so. Hellspire gives you assets that look so good you want to claw them out of your monitor. They got some pictures here, guys. You should go check it
Oh,
out.
man.
Control the atmosphere. A necromancer is performing a poignant resurrection that deserves something special. With a click, you can dim the lights, bring the music, and captivate your players. As a GM, you can store lighting, weather, and music into environment pillars. These let you swiftly change the mood of a moment. Rain, snow, night, and day are coming, and you can wield them. You can customize your dice. There's in-game dice that you roll, and you can customize them. That's pretty dope.
Nice.
Oh, it has a cinematic mode. A foolish dwarf steps on a pressure plate. Suddenly, the camera snaps across the room, and a necromancer strides into view. As the GM, you are armed with cinematic mode. Set up camera angles and take direct control of what every player is seeing. In that moment, they cannot move their pieces, and you are free to narrate the perils they have stumbled into. Oh, that's dope! This is the first time I'm actually really giving a lot of reading into this. Before, I was just kind of glancing through.
Yeah.
They got rulers, indicators, compasses to figure out which direction's what. Large area effects.
Mm-hmm.
There's GM requests. So like if you try to open a door, you don't have to ask the GM first. But yeah, man. And here's where it gets cool. You can name and tint your creatures before bringing them in the game, so you can like paint them. There's like a digital painting, which is pretty cool. Oh, you can also change the face.
That is pretty cool.
There's a fog of war.
You can change the what?
There's a fog of war. You can change like the base that goes under like the mini's feet.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah. You can scale your creature. So if you need a patrol that's even bigger than a regular troll, you can make him huge. There's emotes. There's spell effects, which is dope. There's a dude shooting lightning. That looks. You can filter your session history. That's pretty cool. But yes, this is a thing, guys. It's got some music and sound effects. Anyway, I wanted to mention that. Go check them out. They're on Kickstarter.com.
Check them out.
Called Tailspire. Go back this project.
Sounds like a pretty good Kickstarter to go help out and support and fund.
And it's already funded. So let's see. Do they have stretch goals? Let's see if they got stretch goals here, and we'll read those off.
Yeah, check that out.
Stretch goals. Oh, that's cool. One of the stretch goals is at 175,000 United States dollars. What is it at right now exactly?
Yeah, what
it's close. It's at 139,000, so it's not too far away.
Yeah.
You get a hero crafting system, an entire system for building your own minis with Tailspire. No 3D modeling experience required.
Ooh.
That's pretty dope. I feel like I'm in total sellout mode, but I don't give a fuck. This shit looks cool. Also, they didn't sponsor me. They can.
Yeah, they absolutely can.
No, but when I'm passionate about something, I will fucking sell it because I think this looks cool.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds really cool.
At $225,000 funded, they will add a customizable rule system.
How many days did you say it had left?
It has 40 days left.
Dude, it's gonna hit some of these stretch goals.
At $275,000, they're gonna add cyberpunk themed assets.
Ooh.
Which would be dope. And then that's like their last stretch goal. I think if they probably hit that, they will add more, obviously. But we'll see how they're doing.
They gotta hit the first couple at least. Yeah.
In the words of Palpatine, I will watch their career with great interest.
With great interest.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, I'm definitely interested in this. And if I can scrounge up the money, I would definitely love to back it myself. So maybe that's something that'll happen. All right, that's all I got. I know that took a long time, but it was something really cool, and I wanted to shout it out.
Nice.
So moving on to TV news.
Indeed, moving on to TV show news. So what we got here for the first thing? Again, I don't have too many.
That's okay. I only got like two things.
Yeah, I don't have too much TV news, but we'll start off with Dark Horse Comics, the Dark Horse, they're making the Orville comics.
Yeah.
So this is something that they are going to be doing.
If you guys haven't watched the Orville, go watch it. It's so good.
Yeah, the Orville is pretty great. So definitely you guys should go.
Yeah, it
Check
is.
that
It's
out.
it's probably the best not Star Trek show.
Yeah, it's the best non-Star Trek Star Trek show. Exactly, that's like the best way to put it. But yeah, they're making some issues for the Orville. Um, I'm not sure exactly how many, but I guess just one of two, maybe.
I don't know how
They're
many they're
available.
making either. I saw this the
They're
other day on Twitter.
they're available for pre-order now. And there's if you there's this on the Dark Horse website. It tells you like which of these where this falls in line in conjunction with the certain episodes and whatnot. So um yeah, Orville's a good show. Definitely check it out. And these comics will be interesting because it'll be adding more to the show. So that is pretty cool. Definitely watch the show if you guys haven't, because I think it's
Yeah,
pretty awesome.
it's so good.
It's funny. It's good. Some of the topics they talk about are like relevant and whatnot. So
It's a very like I was like, wow, they really went there a few times during the show when I
yeah,
first
man.
watching it. And I'm like, I'm not the biggest Seth MacFarlane fan really either. But that show is good, man. Watch it, even if you think maybe I won't like this. Watch a couple episodes. I almost guarantee you will change your mind.
Yeah. Moving on from that, uh, Sony is working on a live action Final Fantasy TV series.
Yeah, I read about
If,
this.
if you remember a few weeks back, I forget on which podcast or which episode, but we talked about how Sony was having a department that was going to be working on making their games into shows and movies. So they're doing the thing, man. They're working on an Uncharted movie. They're working on fucking Last of Us movie. They're working on TV shows like Final Fantasy now. So they're trying to get things in development and in production and all that stuff. So
Well, yeah, let's hope it's
it'll be
good, man.
interesting to see what actually happens. Yeah, I don't know. I forget exactly if this is supposed to like follow any of the games or anything, or they're just
I
like doing
think it's
something else.
supposedly. I think I read that it follows their MMO, but doesn't have like a story. If I read that right,
Yeah, and
which is Final Fantasy 14. I'm bad with numerals.
numerals.
Roman numerals. Here I'll read
Roman
the. How
numeral.
about I read the article on Kotaku for you?
All right.
Today, or the other day rather, Sony Pictures Television and Production Company, Hive Mind Entertainment, the company behind Netflix's forthcoming adaptation of The Witcher and Amazon's The Expanse, announced a partnership with Square Enix to develop a live-action Final Fantasy TV series based on the online role-playing game Final Fantasy XIV.
Final Fantasy 14. Okay, so that's what it's based off. All right.
The live-action television series will tell an original story set in however you say the
E
continent of that world. I have no idea.
Eorzea, I think, or
Eorzea? Yeah, something like that.
like that. I
Don't
don't know how to say it either.
guys, don't hate us. Wait. I would actually like to try the MMO. I just don't have the money. Because they just had an expansion launch that looked really
If
cool.
you know how to properly say that, just feel free to let us know.
Yeah.
But other than that, we have not played it, so we don't know how it's said.
Hey, don't judge us too harshly, please. Uh, but yeah, that's the world where the MMO is set. What the
Okay.
series will focus on is still under wraps, but per a press release, it will explore the struggle between magic and technology in a quest to bring peace to a land in conflict. It's still in the
Mm.
development stage, which in Hollywood means writing, but with more meetings.
True. Yeah, in development means they're just trying to come up with a proper, they're trying to get the story right and all that stuff. So
Yeah,
yeah,
but so
essentially,
far
yeah,
there's no
that's really what
casting
it is.
news, no footage or
No, yeah,
anything like that. It's still
no,
so
yeah,
early.
it's still in development, so there will be no footage until they start going into
Yeah,
production and all that. So definitely, they're not there yet. They're still just trying to come up with everything. So
Also promised are all the series' longtime calling cards, Magitech, and Beastmen and airships and chocobos. As well as
Chocobos.
the live-action debut of Sid, which Baba told us there's a Sid in every Final Fantasy game.
Oh,
Oh, and this article is by Joshua Riviera of Kotaku. So
cool.
I wanted to. That's where I was reading that from. But
Yeah,
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 I'm interested in it, even though I'm not. I just be honest. I've never played a Final Fantasy game. I plan to play 7 when the remake comes out. Um, but yeah, I'm all for more shows that are fucking like that. It sounds cool. I always thought it looked cool. So hell yeah, I'm all for this.
yeah.
What else you got, or do you have anything to add on to that?
No, just it'd be cool to see where what happens with that. I have one more thing, but I'll probably save that into the end because it's gonna lead into another thing. So, do you have anything else, or do you have anything?
Well, yeah, I have a couple things.
All right.
The original Scooby-Doo, Where Are You animated series is going to be released on Blu-ray for the first time ever on September 3rd.
That's cool.
So that'll be dope. I love the old school Scooby-Doo, and it's going to be on Blu-ray for the
Scooby
first time
Doo,
ever.
where are you?
And yeah.
Yeah, man, good stuff.
The other thing I have is a Dark Crystal thing. I don't know if that's your other thing or not.
No, it's not. Go for it.
All right, so this is the voice cast for I don't know if this
Oh,
was already out there.
they released the voice cast. Yes. I don't know how I forgot to mention that. I forgot to add this to my list.
What's
But yeah,
funny,
go
I
for
was
it.
like, I'm gonna add this to my list, but I'm pretty sure Daniel will have it, but apparently you didn't. So
No, I don't know what happened, dude. I forgot to add it in, but I had heard about it. Yeah.
but yeah. So here's the voice list for the Dark Crystal Age of Resistance. You're gonna have your girl Cersei, Lena Headey is gonna be in it.
Lena Headey, very
Yeah,
nice.
in it,
Yeah.
Lena. Benedict Wong from
Who's Wong in the MCU?
yeah, there you go. Um,
Yeah.
I have no idea how to say Awkwafina from
Aquafina.
Aquafina from Crazy Rich Asians. Um, Sigourney Weaver is apparently going to be in this as well.
Yeah, this voice cast, guys, is incredible.
It's actually insane. It
It
really
is
is.
nuts. Like he's only read a few names off, but there's still more.
Yeah. Hannah John Kamen, from Ant-Man and the Wasp. She played.
She was the ghost.
Yeah, she played
Yeah.
Ghost, the Ghost.
She was Ghost from Ant-Man and the Wasp. Yeah.
And Dave Goel. Oh, I'm so bad with fucking names. I'm so sorry. Dave Goelz. Who was in the original Dark Crystal. They've all joined the voice cast for the Dark Crystal Age of Resistance, which is the prequel series to Jim Henson's groundbreaking 1982 feature, which I remember watching as a kid. There's more, by the way. There's even more than that. I just haven't gotten to it yet.
Yeah. Taron Egerton. Yeah.
Egerton, yeah.
From Kingsman.
Yeah. Anya Taylor-Joy. Natalie.
Manuel from Game of Thrones.
From Game of Thrones.
Missandei.
Missandei.
Yeah, man. Dracarys.
As they're playing 3 different heroes.
As Deet.
Dude, it's still going, by the way.
Yeah. I mean, this cast, it's incredible. I'm just looking at this.
Yeah,
cast.
no, it's fucking insane.
Helena Bonham Carter is in this. Natalie Dormer's in this.
Eddie Izzard's in it.
Eddie Izzard, Theo James, Toby Jones,
Mark Strong,
Alicia Vikander. Fucking Gugu is in this. Jason Isaacs is in this.
Your boy Mark Hamill's
Mark Hamill is in this.
Simon Pegg is in this.
Yeah, man. Andy Samberg, Michael Keegan-Michael Key is in this. I mean, this cast is bonkers, man.
Yeah, I don't even know how much money they spent just on the fucking.
Just the amount, insane.
It's
Absolutely insane.
crazy.
Really, really good cast, man. That's a hell of a cast.
I wanna rewatch the original. We should group that.
Yeah, we should absolutely.
But
But yeah, man, I'm definitely gonna want to check this show out. I mean, that cast is it's nuts.
The
Man.
cast alone is like, yeah. Even if you weren't interested in before, look at all those fucking names.
Yeah, man, it's wild.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all I got for TV news.
All right, I got one last thing, which is this is gonna. I wanted to save it for last because it's gonna lead us into a whole nother like thing here. So,
That's cool.
The Office is getting removed from Netflix, and it will be heading to NBC's own streaming service. Which this brings us to the inevitable question or the inevitable phrase: "Begun." The streaming wars have.
So true.
Because everybody's has their own streaming service now, and this is why Netflix has to be very, very careful. They have to develop their own original content because everything that they already have on their streaming service is gonna get moved. People who own the actual thing are gonna take it and move it to their own streaming service, like NBC has done with The Office. So this is why Netflix, they got to come up with more original stuff, man, because stuff is just gonna keep getting pulled.
I think some of these are gonna crash and burn, but I think more competition isn't a bad thing because it's gonna force you to come up with your own content, and it better be damn good, or you're gonna fuck up real bad if you don't, and it's not.
Yeah, it's true, definitely, but also this just feels like it's turning into cable 2.0, man.
Yeah,
like
it really is.
there's gonna turn into that all over again, and at a certain point there's just gonna be so much, man. There's just gonna be way too much, and it's like, why? It's like, what?
Give me the service that bundles them all together, and hey, look, it's DirecTV all over again, except it's all streaming stuff on demand.
Yeah, I mean, essentially that's what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
So there's just so many streaming. Let's see, there's Hulu, there's Amazon, there's Netflix, there's DC Universe, which I heard is like kind of in trouble because the problem with DC Universe is that it's only DC stuff, so they don't have as much appeal to like the general audience.
Yeah.
Because it's strictly DC stuff. Whereas like things like Netflix or like the upcoming Disney Plus is gonna have more than just Marvel and Star Wars. It's gonna have Disney live action and Pixar and Disney animation. It's gonna have everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why, and I mean Disney Plus is not gonna fail. Disney Plus is gonna be
they got that Disney money, and like it doesn't matter. I think they got
they're just gonna be good. I already want Disney Plus like from the moment it was announced.
Plus, aren't they gonna do like a bundle thing with like?
I don't know. They might. They might.
That could be a thing. Because don't they own that now, right?
Hulu, yes.
Yeah, so they might do.
Yeah. So yeah, what I could see Disney doing is like they're gonna have like shows that are a little more intense on Hulu, and shows that are not as intense on Plus, because I think they want to keep Disney Plus a little bit more family.
I feel you.
Which makes sense.
I'm excited for the Mandalorian. That's all you need.
Me too, man.
That's all I ever needed for that. So
that alone, so that with Clone Wars and all the Star Wars stuff alone sold me for Disney Plus. But the fact that it's gonna have all other Disney movies and live action, Pixar, normal Disney animation, and then Marvel, and then they're just coming up with all kinds of new stuff all the time too. That Disney
Are they gonna
Plus
have like their old animation, like Gargoyles? Is
Yeah.
Gargoyles gonna be on there?
I believe so. I believe they're gonna have all old Disney stuff, like even like Disney Channel original shit is gonna be on there too, man. So they're gonna have like all kinds of stuff on there.
Hello, nostalgia.
But yeah, man, like it's just insane how there's gonna be so many streaming services and people, and like they're gonna charge like crazy for all of them too, and it's like you can't. Again, This is gonna turn into cable 2.0 because it's just gonna be the same shit all over again.
Yeah. Yep.
Gotta be very
I'm
careful. But
surprised it really took this long for this to happen, to be honest with you. Netflix has
yeah,
kind of
but
been top dog for a while.
they have been for a while. Yeah.
But now, every dog's coming up, man, and they on steroids, especially Disney, with all the money they
Yeah,
can pump into theirs.
Disney's gonna be the toughest competition for Netflix, sure. Yeah, because I mean, like I said, but there's other ones like Amazon and HBO, DC and Hulu and whatnot and all that stuff. But like, yeah, I mean, Netflix has been definitely the top dog for a while. But yeah, man, their stuff is starting to pull out from Netflix, so they gotta start coming up with more original ideas and content and
So let's
whatnot.
hope it's
Because
all good stuff.
yeah, hopefully it's good stuff. I mean, we'll see, but yeah, it will be very intriguing to see how this the streaming wars, how
hmm
they're gonna go. But
If it's one thing I've learned from watching wrestling and not having competition, is that if you don't have competition, you get lazy and you start making really trash stuff. So.
it's funny because I was gonna bring up the wrestling with AEW and WWE, which by the way, I heard that fuck, what's his name, Paul and what's the other
Paul
guy's name,
Heyman and Eric
Paul Heyman,
Bischoff.
and yeah, they're gonna like be in charge of something now
Yeah.
because of the AEW competition and whatnot.
So here's suppose. I mean, I saw it that way. I don't know if everybody sees it that way. I think this is a direct response to AEW, or at the very least to keep them from getting hired by AEW. I don't think Paul was ever gonna go there. He's too hooked on the hip to Brock, and Brock isn't leaving WWE anytime soon. Because
Yeah,
money. But yeah, let me see if
money,
I can
money,
find
money,
the
money.
official press release. But from what I gather, one's gonna kind of do Raw, and one's kind of gonna do SmackDown. Because SmackDown
SmackDown, yeah,
is getting moved to Fox in like October, I want to say. So it's gonna
is it?
swap over. I think so. I think it's going to Fox in
Huh,
October. Let me double
I didn't
check.
know that.
Yeah, because they did a
Interesting.
deal. Yeah,
But
it's
yeah,
going to Fox.
I did hear about this though. Yeah, about the Paul
Uh,
Heyman and
so for those
yeah.
of you that don't know Paul Heyman or Eric Bischoff, it's Paul Heyman back in the '90s ran ECW, which was they were kinda in competition with WWE and WCW at the time. But it comes out later that kind of Vince McMahon was kind of giving them money to keep talent away from WCW. And WCW was run by Eric Bischoff until they went bankrupt and kind of got it's a whole big long story, but they eventually ran out of money. They got bought by Vince McMahon, who like just months later hired Eric Bischoff. And what's funny about it is like they had vicious back and forth for a long time. Uh,
Mhm.
but then eventually they became coworkers. But now, and they had since left the company, and well, Paul still kind of did stuff with Brock, but he didn't run anything. Um, as they got bought out too, or hired rather by Vince.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah, Bischoff is back, and so is Paul Heyman, and one of them's gonna be running Raw, and one of them's gonna be running SmackDown. Vince is still top of the food chain. Everything's got to go
yeah,
through
definitely.
him, but hopefully this is a good thing. Look, I don't want to hate on WWE. I'm very not happy with their product at the moment. But I still love a lot of the wrestlers that are there. I think they're great. Uh, so maybe this is a sign of better times coming. Hopefully, competition's good. You need competition, and when you're top of the pile, top of the king of the hill, rather, um, you can kind of. It's possible for you to get lazy and sloppy and not do as well because there's nobody around to challenge you, right?
Yeah, absolutely, for sure.
Kind of like your boy Bobby B. Won the Iron Throne, got fat as fuck, and didn't do anything but
Yeah,
drink
man,
a whore.
and then he died by a fucking boar.
Or yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
gods, I was strong then.
but yeah, and then AEW is like kind of the new company that's springing up. They've done a few pay-per-views, and they're gonna be getting a show. Uh, they haven't announced the name for it or a day that it's gonna be on, but supposedly it's gonna be called Wednesday Night Dynamite. That's what I've heard, so it'll be probably
Wait,
on
Wednesday
Wednesday.
night dynamite? Is that what you
Yeah,
said?
yeah, and
Oh
it's
well,
it's
wow, there
gonna
you
be
go.
run by Tony Khan, I believe.
Hmm.
Who, if you listen to the Stone Cold Steve Austin podcast with him on there, I believe it's Tony
What?
Khan. What?
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 If
No.
you haven't listened to that
Anyway.
podcast, you should go listen to it because Tony Khan comes off as super likable and really knows his shit, man. So it was really interesting. And
Cool,
um,
cool, man. Yeah.
uh, yeah.
I had been checking. I haven't seen it. I haven't heard it recently, but I had seen or listened to the one that John Moxley. What was it called?
Talk is
Whose
Jericho.
podcast is that? Yeah, that one. The Chris Jericho podcast. That's the
Yeah.
one. Yep.
Uh,
Yeah, and that one was pretty interesting to see, like how get a little bit more insight into the WWE and all that stuff.
yeah. And shit kind of got vicious on Twitter these past few days. I'm not gonna go into it because there's a lot, but there were some shots taken over this past week that I saw by different members of the company talking shit to each other, which is very interesting. So,
Hmm.
and with wrestling, you never know what's real and what's not, either because it's.
Yeah, it's true.
But I did find it very interesting. Some of it felt very real and mean, so I could just be getting worked. But yeah, I don't know how we got to wrestling, but here we are.
Well, I mean,
Uh,
it made sense because, like I said, there was the whole streaming.
yeah, that's right. Because WWE has
The
their
whole
own
streaming
streaming
wars.
network. They have the
Yeah,
WWE network.
competition, streaming, all that. That's
Yeah,
that's how we got to WWE.
a very interesting
And
conversation.
it is a TV show, so we can talk about it in TV
hmm
news. Okay.
I like wrestling.
Yeah.
I've just been disappointed lately with WWE.
Yeah. Anyway, that's all I had for TV shows.
Yeah. That's all I got for TV as well.
So we can move on to the last news topic, which is the movie.
I've got two things, and you probably have them both on
Oh yeah.
which is if you want me to start, I can.
Yeah, go for it.
It's that Paul Rudd is joining Jason Reitman's
Yes.
Ghostbusters 2020.
That is one of the things that I had. Paul Rudd has joined the cast of Ghostbusters 3, otherwise known as Ghostbusters 2020. He filmed a video of him in New York, just looking around at the the firehouse or whatever, the Ghostbusters firehouse, and then he like turns the camera around and it's him. So yeah, he joined the cast of the movie.
I think he's a perfect fit. Paul Rudd in Ghostbusters makes so much sense that it's painful.
Absolutely, I think this is such good casting. Like I don't even know the script to the movie, or I don't go, but I feel like Paul Rudd is such an excellent choice for this franchise that it's gonna be awesome, man. I think he's gonna be a really good fit.
Yeah, boy.
And I'm looking forward to Ghostbusters 3, man. They're going back to the old continuity of the first two Ghostbusters movies. They're bringing back the cast from the old movies like Sigourney Weaver and all the OG Ghostbusters that are still alive. So it'll be it'll be fun. And the director is the son of the OG director too. So it's gonna be. I have faith in this project. It'll be good.
Yeah, I think I'm definitely probably gonna see it. So. And I definitely don't want it to
Yeah,
be
for
bad.
sure.
I want every movie I ever see to be good because who wants to pay
Same
to go
here,
see
man.
shit? Because I don't.
Same here. I don't want any movie to ever be bad.
Mm-hmm.
That I'm looking forward to. I don't ever want any of those movies. But anyway, yeah, that'll be cool, man.
Yeah.
What else you got?
I just got the Jumanji 3 title. It's gonna be called Jumanji: The Next Level.
There you go,
And that's
Jumanji, the next level.
That's all I got. What you got?
Cool. The name makes sense. It's they put it like in a video game sense now. So since the second movie, so that's cool. Same cast is returning and everything, so that'll be awesome. What do I have? I have Jill Soloway is gonna write and direct the Red Sonja film.
Oh yeah.
It was originally gonna be Bryan Singer, but all the drama and chaos that's been going on with that guy. So he got removed from the project, and yeah, so Jill Soloway is gonna take over, and she's now gonna write and direct the movie. So yeah, I don't know too much about Red Sonja, but I would be willing to check it out because she seems like an interesting, pretty neat character.
Yeah, I don't know much about it either.
Moving on, Taika Waititi is in talks to like come up with or to take a shot. So it's not, he's not confirmed to direct or like, you know, they got him to like try to come up with a Flash Gordon animated movie.
Flash.
So
Ah,
savior of the universe. Anyway, it's gonna be Flash Gordon, not live action, animated.
I'm down.
So again, he's not confirmed to direct it or anything. He's just trying to come up with the you know the general idea for the movie. He may or may not direct. They may get someone else to direct, but you know he's in talks for Flash Gordon animated. So yeah, that'll be interesting.
Sounds cool to me.
I like Taika, and Flash Gordon is definitely in need of a or you know remake for nowadays because the last time they made that movie was like in the 70s or some shit,
Yeah,
80s.
yeah. I
So
watched
yeah,
it too.
it's
It's
definitely
something.
yeah, man. They need to that's one of the movies that's in need of a you know modern take. So yeah. Um, the other thing is Henry Cavill has joined Millie Bobby Brown and Helena Bonham Carter in the movie Enola Holmes. So Enola Holmes is like a younger sister of Sherlock Holmes.
I believe so.
And Enola Holmes is being played by Millie Bobby Brown, I believe. And Henry Cavill joined the cast to play Sherlock Holmes. So you're gonna have Superman and 11 being brother and sister, and then Helena Bonham Carter is mom. So that's an interesting cast. I don't know a whole lot about this. Like I don't even know there was
I
a
didn't even know this was
person
a
named
thing till
Enola
I saw the
Holmes.
casting. I had no idea this was a thing.
So
But yeah.
yeah, it's it'll be something. I don't again I don't know a whole lot about this. Probably based off a book or something that I don't know about, but the cast is pretty solid so far. You got Henry Cavill as Sherlock Holmes, Millie Bobby Brown as Enola Holmes, Helena Bonham Carter as the mother. So hey man, that's a pretty solid 3-person cast, and we'll see how the movie shapes up and all that stuff. But it's at the very least it sounds intriguing right now. Even though it's since I don't know a whole lot about it.
Yep.
All right.
Uh,
The last couple things I have on here are like rumors and like of like people potentially joining or they're like in talks to join movies. So we'll start off with Salma Hayek is in talks to join Marvel's The Eternals. So she might be joining the cast for that movie, which already has Richard Madden and Angelina Jolie and Kumail Nanjiani, and I think maybe and then potentially Keanu as well. So the Eternals cast is looking pretty interesting. So if she gets in there, that'd be pretty awesome.
like they said, they've been trying to get Keanu for a while in a Marvel project.
Yeah,
So this might be the one, man.
We shall see, man. What else we got here?
He's breathtaking.
Yeah,
We gotta hit at least one every show.
yeah. No, you're breathtaking. Yeah. Andy Serkis is rumored for a role in the new The Batman movie with Robert Pattinson. So this is very interesting because I was trying to think of like who he could play, and he could this Andy Serkis could probably play anybody, man. Like with the mocap stuff, and like he could play a character like himself without the mocap. Like, dude, if he gets cast in this movie, I was trying to think who could he be. You know, what would be awesome, like if he plays like a Clayface or
I
like
was sitting
a
here thinking, man, if they did Clayface, that'd be so dope. Just
yeah,
keep
man.
it secret.
Make him like Clayface, or I could see him as like a Riddler. Or actually, I don't know. it'll be interesting. I know some people were saying like he could be like a Hugo Strange kind of guy.
Oh my God, he could. Wow.
That
Actually,
would
now
be
you say
interesting.
that, he's like perfect for Hugo Strange.
Yeah, like could you imagine that? That'd be something, man. Like I mean, we'll have to wait and see, but he's again he's rumored for the Batman. And listen, Andy Serkis is a very very talented actor, so he could
He could do just about
he's
anything.
he's talent, man. And talent is always good if you can add it to your movies.
Super versatile.
Get him on board if you can. Absolutely. Um Now the last thing I have on here is Melissa McCarthy is in talks to play Ursula in the live action Little Mermaid movie.
I saw this.
Yeah.
I don't really know her that well, to be honest, so I don't really know how to feel about
Yeah, I mean, she's more on the like comedic side of things.
it. Yeah.
So, I mean,
And Ursula's not really funny, at least from not what I remember. So
I'm I think a little bit, but to be honest, I have not seen that movie in
I
so
haven't in
long.
a while.
I don't know, man.
I just always remember her laughing very evilly.
Yeah, I don't know who they. Yeah, I don't know, man. We'll see. I don't even know who they have in talks for like the actual for Ariel. Like I heard like Zendaya or Zendaya, however you say your name. Apologies, I always forget. It's one of the two, but she's like I heard she was in talks to play Ariel or something, but I don't know if that's true or not. So I don't know. I don't know how this movie, but
Your villains make or break your movies, so
it's true.
let's hope she's good.
Yeah, it's very very true. So we'll see, man. I don't know. Again, we'll have to wait and see how that goes. But Little Mermaid is getting into she's very loud, says Loki. Yeah, that's getting in development and in production, so we'll see. But yeah, that's the last thing I have for news. So yeah, man, you don't have anything else, right? Or do you?
Well, I was gonna mention the canceled Mouse Guard movie because there was some leaked footage. However, the
Oh
footage
yeah, I heard about
it
this.
got taken off YouTube, so we can't. I can't show it. So
I heard about this. I actually wanted to check it out, but I forgot, man.
it's gone now, unfortunately. So for those of you that don't know, Mouse Guard's it was like a comic series, and it became a tabletop game, and I think it's been a few like actual video games. And I don't really know shit about Mouse Guard, other than you see the pictures of like or mice, not mouses, mice that are dressed up kind of like the Three Musketeers sometimes, and it's like playing D&D except they're all mice. That's how I always saw it, and I could be way wrong. And if I am, post in the comments and inform me because that's the only way I will ever learn better. But yeah, there was apparently it's the movie is never gonna happen. But a demo reel did leak out there, and people seem to be very bummed. I didn't get to see the footage, so I'm kind of bummed I didn't get to.
Yeah, I didn't get to see it either, but I heard good things about it. Like I heard people were like, "This looks good for like previs or whatever." So
Yeah,
that
maybe it'll become a thing at some point.
it's a shame. I think it was lost because of the Fox acquisition of Disney. So that's probably why that got scrapped, which is unfortunate. But anyway,
Yeah, that appears to be why. Bummer.
yeah, man.
Because I would love to see that. But that's all. That's all I got. I did want to mention it because I really wanted to show the footage, but apparently it's gone. So.
Yeah. Oh well, man.
There's probably places to find it, but I'm not going to. If they
Yeah,
took
I
it
mean,
off
you guys could
YouTube,
probably.
they would take it off us if we played it, probably. So
Yeah, if you guys should just go and find it.
go find it
check
on your
out.
own. Go check it out. Yeah, it looked cool.
I'm sure it's out there somewhere, so go look
All
for
right.
that if you're interested in it.
All right. I believe we're gonna take a break if that's all the news you have.
Yeah, that's all. So we're gonna be taking a short break here, and then we'll be moving into the main topic, which is anime laifu.
And
Which we'll be talking about anime here in a little bit.
Gonna be very interesting. I can't wait to see our list.
It will be very interesting. I
had a hard time coming up with mine. I don't know about
I
you.
did too. I had again, I'll explain why here when we get back from the break. But like,
Yeah.
man, just yeah, it was tough, man. But yeah, we're going on a break. We'll see you guys here in a little bit in
Yeah.
I guess like 5 minutes or so.
Yep.
Maybe less depending on how long we take. But anyway,
Yeah. Yep.
we'll take a quick break. We'll be
Get up,
back.
stretch your legs, get a drink if you need it, guys, and we'll be back in just a
Yeah,
few
go get
minutes.
your drinks and snacks and all that stuff. We'll be back, guys.